The story begins with a man named Ben Richards, clutching his daughter in his arms as he desperately pleads for his job back. Ben has been blacklisted by his employers, and now his daughter has been running a fever for the past week. But Ben has no work, no way to afford the medicine she needs. As he leaves, he notices an advertisement for a show called The Running Man. The premise is simple. If you can survive 30 days while being hunted, you win $1 billion new dollars. But Ben isn't crazy enough to go on that show. He heads home instead, where his daughter's condition has worsened. Her coughing is getting more severe. Ben sits there watching TV, flipping through other money-winning game shows. He's made a list of all of them, weighing his options. That's when his wife Sheila walks in. She's brought home some medicine for their daughter, but it's not the real thing. She couldn't get the proper medication that would actually cure her flu. This is just something to make her feel a little better. It's all they can afford right now. Ben tells Sheila he went back to beg for his job, but they wouldn't listen. Sheila responds with quiet understanding. You're just being punished for being a good man. You were just standing up for your guys. Suddenly, their daughter starts coughing violently again. One of her socks is missing. Ben gets up to look for it. Sheila mentions she's heading out to work her shift as a waitress at a bar. But it's not a safe place. The kind of men who hang around there aren't decent people. Ben doesn't want her working there, but they need the money for their daughter's medicine. Ben's afraid. Those savage men, drunk or angry, they're capable of anything. He stops her. Stay here. I'll get the money. Sheila glances at the TV, where another Running Man commercial is playing. She says quietly, people on that show never come back. Ben assures her he's not going on Running Man. He'll try one of the other shows. But Sheila makes him promise. She needs to hear him say it. You won't go on Running Man. He promises. Ben leaves their home, a cramped apartment in the slums where there aren't enough health facilities. He heads to the tryouts, which are being held in the main developed city, where all the wealthy people live. At the base of the network's massive media building, hundreds of desperate people are lined up for the tryouts. Ben joins the queue, but the man standing behind him suddenly collapses. Ben tries to help him, but the guards shove him back, beating him away. He has to go all the way to the back of the line and start over. When his turn finally comes, a red triangle appears next to his name on the screen. His employment history tells the same story over and over. Terminated for insubordination at every single job. Even here, Ben can't hide his anger. It's written all over his face. He meets two others in line, a girl named Laughlin and a guy named Tim. The assessment begins. Everyone's put on treadmills, thrown into different survival scenarios. Ben performs exceptionally well in every single test. He even saves Tim's life multiple times, even though helping others is strictly forbidden in the game. During his mental evaluation, they label him the angriest man to ever enter the game. When the assessment ends, the remaining players are given jumpsuits in different colors. Ben, Tim, and Laughlin all receive red suits. The three of them are called in to meet with the show's producer. One by one, Tim goes in, then Laughlin, and finally Ben. Inside the office, the show's producer, Dan Killian, already knows everything about Ben's family. He knows Ben didn't come here to be on Running Man. But he hands Ben a signing bonus anyway, cash up front. Dan leans back and explains, most anyone has ever won on any other show is $1,000 new dollars. And that's not enough to get your family out of slumside. But on Running Man, merely surviving a single week would put your family in the top 1% of global wealth. Ben shakes his head. But I don't want to get myself killed. Dan smiles. You have what it takes to win this game. You tested off the charts. Dan's done his homework. He's reviewed Ben's employment history, seen how he's been fired again and again for standing up for his coworkers, for risking himself to protect them. Because half the country thinks unions should be illegal, Dan says. But you don't believe that. Dan leans forward. You're a fighter, Ben. You've risked your life for other men. Now do it for you and yours. Ben thinks of his family. His sick daughter, his wife forced to work in dangerous places. And he signs the agreement for Running Man. As he finishes, a woman approaches him with interest. Ben cuts her off immediately. I'm married. An agent named Doug is assigned to him next. Doug will be responsible for Ben's family's security. This is the network's premium security service, Because there's no point in winning all that money just to have your people robbed and killed. Ben has one call he can make to his wife. At Ben's request, Doug agrees to deliver the money to her right away. Ben calls Sheila and tells her, "I'm sending you money. Get our daughter a real doctor and whatever she needs." Then he tells her the truth, "I'm on Running Man." Sheila breaks down in tears. Ben is locked inside a luxury apartment. Before Doug leaves, he hands Ben a photo from his family. Sheila sent back their daughter's missing sock as a good luck charm. When it's time for the show, Ben is fitted with a tracking band. He's told he'll have a chance to speak live on TV, to say whatever he's feeling. The show's host is a man named Bobby. The premise of the show is simple. They bring thieves and fraudsters on as participants, and everyday American citizens have 30 days to report them, capture them, kill them. If they fail, these criminals walk away with millions. Bobby presents Ben to the audience as a traitor. He spilled military secrets to a commie union. The crowd immediately turns on him. They see Ben as a villain. Any citizen who reports him will receive $3,000 new. Then they drag Ben's wife into it, showing her image on screen and painting her as complicit. Ben's rage boils over. When they ask him for his last words, he snarls, "I will burn this building down and everyone in it." Backstage, Dan tells Ben, "You're a game changer. And if you miss this in your contract, every goon you kill earns you a $10,000 bonus." The rules of the game are laid out. Runners receive $1,000 new and a 12-hour head start, during which no one can report them. After that, they must record and post a 10-minute video every day. The longer they survive, the higher their prize money climbs. Survive all 30 days and they win $1 billion new. But standing in their way are 5 hunters, led by Chief McCone. The 3 runners descend from the building. Their 12-hour head start begins. Ben changes his clothes and slips out into the city. He makes his way downtown and hails a taxi. But the driver recognizes him immediately. Still, he takes Ben where he needs to go. The driver just wants one thing: a photo with him. "Be nice," the driver warns, "or people will report you." Ben has the taxi stop abruptly and bolts from the vehicle. He heads to see an old acquaintance named Malia. "I need 2 IDs and a gun," Ben says. Malia stares at him. The Running Man? Just by being here, Ben has put Malia in danger too. But because of their old friendship, Malia agrees to help. He changes Ben's appearance and creates new IDs for him. Malia has something else in his shop: BFEs. Extremely dangerous explosives. But these aren't for sale. Malia gives Ben some advice. "Your own kind will sell you out in a second. Find the busiest place you can and disappear in the crowd." Ben tries to explain. "Malia, I had to do it." Malia shakes his head. "No, you didn't. I was going to bring you on as a partner here. I wanted to tell you that myself. But now, just lay low." All over the city, giant screens are broadcasting Ben's face. He boards a train using his fake appearance and new ID. But a little boy keeps staring at him. Ben leans in and hisses. The boy just points at Ben's mustache. "It's coming loose." Ben rips off the fake mustache and checks into a hotel. But even there, his photo is plastered everywhere on every screen. Ben rushes to his room. The 12-hour head start is about to expire. The first thing he does is record his mandatory 10-minute video. He goes outside, posts it, and hurries back. Day 1 ends in that room. But elsewhere, the hunters have tortured Malia, forcing him to give up Ben's new fake identity. They track down which hotel he checked into and head straight there. Chief McCone opens the door to Ben's room. He aims his gun directly at Ben's head. But it's just a nightmare. Ben jolts awake. He turns on the TV and sees that the hunters have already spotted Tim. Tim made a foolish mistake, flirting with a clerk and actually telling her he's on Running Man. Chief McCone tracked him down. The hunters killed him. Ben quickly extends his hotel stay for 3 more days, then slips out. He travels from New York City straight to Boston, where he approaches a man and offers him $200 new in exchange for a place to hide from the network for 30 days. Ben presents himself as a soldier. The man directs him to a hostel. When Ben arrives at the room, there's some leftover belongings from previous tenants scattered around. Among the items, he finds a hand grenade. Ben stands by the window, talking to himself as he looks outside. Then a notification reminds him, it's time to post his video. Near the post box, a few people are hanging around. Among them is a strange man, shouting and talking to himself erratically. Ben pays him no attention, but the man keeps staring in the direction of Ben's building. After a moment, it clicks. That man outside isn't crazy. He's a hunter. The hunters have found the hostel. Ben hides, slipping into the washroom. But the window is blocked. There's no way out. Ben smashes the mirror and uses the shards to improvise a solution. He manages to evade the hunters and make his way forward. He shouts out loud, "I saw Ben Richards." Ben climbs up to the roof. He grabs hold of a wire and slides down toward his room's window. He shatters the glass and climbs back inside. But the noise gives away his location. All the hunters converge on his room. The live streaming camera crew is right behind them, ready to capture everything. But Ben has already grabbed all his belongings and leaps out of the window. He catches hold of a wire and dangles from it. McCone is standing right below him. Ben swings himself into another room. He runs and dives into an elevator. But the elevator is broken. It gets stuck halfway down. Ben hurls the hand grenade at McCone. McCone throws it right back at him. The grenade explodes, and the blast sends the elevator plummeting straight down to the basement. Ben lights a magazine on fire, using it as a makeshift torch. But in his panic, he accidentally sets the basement on fire. The hunters close in on him. Ben spots some rats scurrying into the sewer. He follows them in. The moment he drops into the sewer, a massive explosion tears through the basement above. Ben survives because he's submerged in water. Soaking wet, he records his daily video. 8 network guards died in that explosion. A young boy witnesses everything. He spots Ben hiding. Ben grabs him. "Did you report me?" But the boy didn't come here to turn him in. He came to help. "Stay right here," the boy says. "I'll go get my older brother." A few minutes later, he returns. Ben offers to pay them. The little boy asks for $5 new. They need medicine for their sister, who's suffering from cancer. His older brother, Bradley, leads Ben away. They arrive at their home. Ben asks, "You could have reported me and made just as much money. But this family is against the network." Ben offers them $500 new if Bradley can get him out of Boston. Bradley looks at him curiously. "You seem pretty smart. Why'd you choose to go on this show?" Ben's voice softens. "For my family. My daughter is sick too, just like your sister. I want to win this and get them out of slumside." Bradley nods. It'll take him a few days to arrange Ben's escape. Until then, Ben can hide here. Bradley knows everything about the Running Man. He's secretly a streamer who tracks all the behind-the-scenes details of the show. The network has 3 types for every run, Bradley explains. Type 1, the hopeless dude, usually lasts less than 48 hours. That was Tim in this run. Type 2, the negative dude. He knows he doesn't have a chance, so he just enjoys himself. Usually gets caught by week 1. Then there's Type 3, the final dude. He has a fierce will to survive. But he never wins because the network cheats. They can find anyone, anytime. But they let them run free for the ratings. By week 2, ratings peak. The crowd wants blood. And the final dude becomes the victim of his own success. Right now, after last night's escape, you've become the final dude. And the network's going to squeeze every single drop of ratings out of you. So you've got until the negative dude dies. That's your window. And in that time, I'm going to set you up for the biggest underdog win in game show history. Bradley gets to work on the plan. In the background, his little sister is crying. Ben watches her, and his own family floods back into his mind. He asks what happened to her. Bradley tells him his 5-year-old sister has cancer from radioactive dust, fallout from an explosion in Rhode Island. But the network covered it up. They buried the story completely, because they own the news. That day, in his video recording, Ben speaks directly about it. The network is giving our kids cancer, and they're covering it up. But when the Running Man goes live, they twist everything. They paint the guards as heroes and Ben as the villain. They alter his footage, making it look like Ben killed those guards in cold blood, laughing without a shred of remorse. Ben watches in disbelief. I didn't say any of that. But Bradley's mother is furious. She demands Ben leave her house immediately.